next to go. Individual
for New Zealand now, Jonathan Paget.
And he rides France's stead, Clifton Promise.
Jonathan, who rides Clifton Promise for France's stead. He divides his time between Muriwai in New Zealand and Surrey in England. He's another one, rising 27, born in November 1983. Jonathan Paget, or Jock as he's known, has enjoyed success in Australia and New Zealand before setting up his pre-WEG campaign by coming to the Rolex Kentucky 3-day event. Competed also at the Aachen Chio.
For New Zealand, Jonathan Paget with Clifton Promise.
He's the principal rider for Clifton Eventers. Clifton Promise. 12-year-old New Zealand thoroughbred by Engagement. Jock, who was second with Clifton Pinot at the 2-star at Taupo in New Zealand in May of this year. Clifton Promise, a winner at the Hastings 3-star in March. So he was 27th here in the Rolex Kentucky 3-day event this spring as part of his preparation for this World Games. Fourth in the World Cup qualifier at Kahiki. Just looked at the screen with him on very nearly 67% for this half pirouette left. Disappointing there. He got a 6.77 for his first movement. Shoulder in down the centre line. 6.77 for the collected walk into the half pirouette. 7.78 collected trot. Coming up, shoulder in on the centre line again. 7.77 for his transitions into and out of extended trot for that change of rein. It's on 68 or so % now. 7.87 for the shoulder in. He's just completed his half pass and about to transition down to walk again. 7.87 for the half pass. Very nearly at 70% now. 70% could be good enough for fourth, maybe even third. Very nice halt, just asking for the rein back. Very bold and confident steps, should be well rewarded by the judges. As Jonathan heads off at walk, turning across the short diagonal, he'll extend the walk, allowing the horse to stretch out and down whilst maintaining the pace and rhythm and activity of the walk. Gather the horse back up into medium walk now at B, ready for the upward transition to canter. Just missed the rein back score. The extended walk getting 3.7s. It's Jonathan canters his half circle, ready to start his half pass. The medium walk getting 3.7s. Ready for the upward transition. He's on 68.5% now. Overall at this point, Simone was on 74%. Into the serpentines, just starting the counter-canter loop. 7.76 for the half pass. He's just completed his flying change. Counter-canter getting 3.7s there. We'll get the flying change score in just a moment. 3.8s. Back up to 69.25%. Into the canter half pass. To the centre line. And into extended canter now, up alongside. The half pass getting 2.7s and a 6. Really could just do with picking up 1 or 2 more 8s to get him above that 70%. Into the serpentines. 8.87, 69.5% for the extended canter. Into the second flying change. Off the canter, 7.87 for the true canter serpentine. Jonathan. Jock Paget sets up for these flying changes out of collected canter. Flying change, second one being given 3/7. Don't think he's going to get above 69.5. 8.87 for the collected canter with change. Could be wrong, he might just squeak above the 70 mark. 3/8 for the second one, he does. 70.25% as he goes into his final movement. A halt and salute.
Jonathan Paget and Clifton Promise.
70.2, not going to be good enough to go ahead of Paul Tapner. Down to the collectives, he's at 70.3, having picked up a 7, 7 and 8 for his final movement. Jock Paget, Clifton Promise, individual rider for New Zealand, just completing their test.
Back in the spring, won the CIC 3-star in Hastings, New Zealand, in March this year as well.
So, Jock with the horse he won the Hastings 3-star in New Zealand in March of this year. Clifton Promise. Some of the highlights of his test, which should be going into 3rd or 4th spot when we get the scores confirmed. So the canter work there, 44.2 into 4th, 70.56 is the percentage total, 70, 72 and 69.67. Marilyn Payne at C, the president of the ground jury, not just liking him as much as the other two judges, David Lee for Ireland and Anna Mette Binder for Denmark, but those percentages so close when you imagine that in this test there are 26 movements, 4 collective marks, it's marked out of 300. You imagine that if you were 1 or 2 marks at variance with your other two judges, you could end up being quite far apart on the percentages, and actually our judges have been remarkably close. Simone Dieterman, Dirk Schroud, Paul Tapner, Jonathan Paget now, the batting order at the top of the table.